You're vlogging with Walter. What's he doing today? You can bet he'll have something to say. You guessed it, my friends. Today's vlog starts out feeding birds. Wow, we can walk right under the tree today. We don't have to go around. I even cleaned off the bench a little bit. We'll get into some kind of mischief in today's vlog. Thanks for watching, my friends. Birds are making up for lost time today. They were out of food this morning when I fed them. Pretty active right now. I messed around and let our propane tank virtually run out yesterday. We depend on propane for heat here. It has to be delivered by truck. The only way you can efficiently heat a house around here, electricity is a little bit too high. But anyway, the point I was trying to make, I went out there yesterday and checked the gas tank and it was virtually empty, so I had to call them to deliver some gas, and they finally got here this morning. We went all night with the furnace turned off. Fortunately, it didn't get too cold. But I turned it off because I didn't want to have to relight all the pilot lights and stuff. And we were down to like 1 pound of pressure or something in the tank. Propane is just about as expensive as gasoline. And that ain't no cheap venture. Gas man comes and backs up our driveway all the way up here by the garage and drags his hose out and fills our tank. It's a 250-gallon tank, I guess it is. But it reminds me, when I was working with the railroad, I used to have to go down to Dixie Pipeline. All the propane in this area comes in by pipeline to the next town over from me over here called Milner, Georgia. The propane comes in here by pipeline, but it has to be stored underground. You wouldn't have a tank that huge for the volume of gas that's distributed in the Georgia area. So they actually pump this gas down into the ground. They got a large cavern dug out actually under the water table. I don't know, hundreds of feet down where the natural water table is. If you put the propane below that level, well, then it'll stay down there. It don't come back up. I've actually seen photographs where they drill this big hole down in the ground and put their digging machines and stuff down there one piece at a time until they could assemble it down there underground and dig out a huge cavern underground. And I had to go down there to Dixie Pipeline is the name of the company, the facility in Milner, where they store this stuff. But I used to have to go down there, at least twice a week and inspect a propane tanker. A huge railroad tank car of propane would be shipped out to various places. I don't know, at least once or twice a week. My job was to go down there and climb up on that tank car, open the dome, make sure they had all the seals and valves closed on top of it. Well, they naturally knew more about the way it functioned than I did, but I knew enough to make sure that it was closed and sealed and I couldn't see any visible leaks or smell anything. You can smell propane gas because it's got an additive in it called, don't quote me, mercaptan, something like that. The natural propane gas doesn't have a smell, so they put that smell in there. So if you get a smell in your home or your furnace or something, and you'd be able to smell it and know for a fact that you've got gas leaking somewhere in your house. I guess they learned the hard way over the years to put that additive in it and blow up a few people's houses. And propane will blow the roof right off your house and kill you. It's a dangerous commodity. But Dixie Pipeline eventually took out their track, a little side track they had there. All the big old trucks come in and haul that propane out every day to take it to different distributors around the South. They don't ship any more out by tank car. We said $1 for every time I had to go down there and climb up on a tank car and see if it was ready to go. Thanks for listening to me carry on this morning.